about the Terminator. Now it all began in 1984 with a movie called The Terminator. That movie created an icon which spawned a second movie called T2 Judgement Day, which became one of the greatest movies ever made.
Trust me.
But that's where the problems began, Hollywood. Because you couldn't let it lie. You had to go back in for more and more and more. And subsequently, in 2001, you gave us T3, Rise of the Machines. The most meh movie ever created. Now okay, at the time every film franchise needed a trilogy, or at least most of them. So to finish out the series just made sense. But T3 was shit. And that's where we thought the Terminator series was going to end, Hollywood. It got its trilogy, it was done. But you waited a few years and you got that itch again. You wanted to revisit that cash cow one more time. You just couldn't let it lie. But, in fairness, you did try to do something a little bit different. You revisited the Terminator universe in a slightly different manner. You brought in two of the biggest stars of the time, in the form of Christian Bale, who was in the midst of becoming one of the best Batmen, as well as Sam Worthington, who at the time appeared to be Hollywood's golden boy, on the back of the success of Clash of the Titans and Avatar. Terminator Salvation brought a whole new story to the world of the Terminator. But that movie was shit. And all of a sudden we found ourselves in another terrible Terminator movie. We were 2 for 2 in the iconic franchise. And that's where we thought the Terminator franchise was going to end yet again. However, along came a television show called The Game of Thrones, a TV show which captured the world's imagination, became one of the biggest shows in the world. And from that show arose a star named Emilia Clarke. So in 2015, you decided to pull on the teat of the cash cow once more and reinvest in the Terminator series with Terminator Genesis. Bring back Emilia Clarke, one of the best actresses of her time, and bring back Arnie, getting the Terminator fans very excited for the new installment, only to deliver the worst movie of them all. And yet again, we thought it was the end of the Terminator series. Oh, how naive we were. Because in 2019, you had to do it again. Couldn't let it lie. You had to go back in for more. In 2019, you gave us Terminator Dark Fate. Your final pull at the cash cow's teeth. The one that broke the cash cow's back. The movie that put the bullet in the head of the Terminator franchise. A movie that not only was meh at best, following a similar pattern to the 4 movies before it. A movie that ruined, or at least made irrelevant, the first 2 iconic movies. Therefore, rendering all Terminator movies irrelevant. Thereby killing the Terminator franchise. Dear Hollywood, this cash cow is dead. There's no more money to be made from the Terminator. The Terminator series is dead.